It's time for your annual reminder. Guys, welcome back to Making Everyday Magic. My name is Shanna, and if you are new here, we are a homeschooling family of 4. We are entering our 8th year of homeschooling, and today I just wanted to share with you, again, as we do every year, a simple reminder that it is so important to keep homeschooling fun, to keep the back to school season fun. And I'm going to share with you today how we do that. Guys, before we go any further, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, and give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Today, I would like to thank our video sponsor, Night Zookeeper. Night Zookeeper is an amazing, fun, engaging language arts platform that is game-based. It feels like a game. Your kids don't even know that they're learning. And I appreciate that they are helping me bring this video to you in partnership today. So let's jump right in with what we are talking about. If you are just starting out, or if you are maybe 1 or 2 years into the homeschooling journey, it can be really hard to remember that you should keep learning fun. It is very easy to fall into the trap of thinking that your school, your homeschool has to replicate that of the brick and mortar down the street. And I want to come here, as I do often, as frequently as I can, but at least annually, and remind you that it is so important to keep homeschooling fun. You have chosen to branch out and to take the much more freedom loving approach of homeschooling your children, and therefore you should be embracing everything that comes along with that. And one of those things, the most important thing maybe, is that learning can be fun. It can be really hard to remember that when you're trying to check the boxes. It can be really hard to remember that when you are nose down, grindstone, trying to get the learning in, trying to make sure that you are giving your kids the best that's available. It can be really hard to remember the importance of keeping fun in learning, but I can assure you, and studies have proven time and time again, that fun learning comes easier, fun learning retains better, and fun learning, from my personal mom experience, is something they're going to choose to do, to want to do. Now, there are a lot of ways that you can do that, but I'm going to talk first and foremost about our video partner today, Night Zookeeper. One of the ways that we do keep learning fun is we incorporate a lot of things that are game-based. Why? Because it's fun. We incorporate a lot of things that are video and screen-based. Why? Because my kids want to do it. If you can keep learning fun, if you can meet your kids where they are and educate them in the manner that they are going to appreciate receiving learning and information, your life as a homeschool parent, as a regular parent, because this is not specific to homeschoolers, guys. If you are using this to supplement your kids' education at the brick and mortar down the street, it's a wonderful resource to be able to do that. There are wonderful ways to keep learning fun in your home, whether you're homeschooling or not, because you should always be engaged and involved in your children's learning, whether you are the primary teacher or you are support staff for their primary teacher. So one of the amazing ways that we do keep learning fun is by utilizing programs like Night Zookeeper. Night Zookeeper is fun, it is engaging, it is bright, it is creative, and one of the aspects that I personally love, especially as my kids are getting older, is that through Night Zookeeper, they can get constructive feedback from a team of tutors that isn't me. So I love that I can encourage them to play Night Zookeeper, but also that they are encouraged to utilize Night Zookeeper. Night Zookeeper is a full language arts learning platform for kids 6 to 12. So it does cover writing, reading, spelling, grammar, punctuation. It covers all of the things and can be used as a full and complete language arts platform. Now, you may be wondering, Shauna, how do you use it? We don't use it that way. However, if you are game-based learning, because you guys know game schooling is a very popular up-and-coming way to learn. Why? because it's fun. If you are someone who maybe has found that you need a little bit more hand-holding, you need a little bit more outsourcing in something that is such a crucial and pivotal foundational step to your children's education, such as language arts, Night Zookeeper is an amazing resource. Now, I do have a link for you down below in the description box, and I will also put it right up here that will give you 50% off an annual subscription after a 7-day free trial. So you don't have to take my word for it. Go sign up and do 7 days of free trial, and then decide if it's right for you, if you feel like you should commit. We have actually been using Night Zookeeper and partnering with them for a number of years, since long before my youngest was able to come into the program, and now that my oldest is about to kind of branch out on the other end of the program. So it has kind of been a wild and fun journey. I do want to pop over and show you my kids utilizing Night Zookeeper. Night Zookeeper helps your child become a better reader, writer, and speller in a fantastically fun way. Here is a look at my youngest, who can now use the program independently, designing a character. They designed fully custom characters that they can then use in the gameplay. The program asks them questions about their character, which prompts them to start with single word answers and then increases to full sentence answers about their character. What's their name? What kind of food do they like to eat? My children absolutely love Night Zookeeper because it is fun. And even my youngest is now choosing to answer the prompts and write little paragraphs about their characters, actually choosing that more than the actual games. But the games do help with things like present and past tense, as you just saw my older child doing. And as you can see here with my younger one, she's selecting the right answer to the question. So it's helping with vocabulary. It does help them with reading and with writing. And like I said, I like the personalized feedback that they get from someone else. You can monitor all of this from your parent dashboard, which I have featured in other videos. I love Night Zookeeper because it feels like a game. It feels like a game, and therefore my kids choose to play it. Now that I've shown you Night Zookeeper, let me talk about a few other ways that we are keeping homeschooling fun, and especially getting back into a homeschool year fun. I love to incorporate things like games. I love to incorporate things like video games, if it is at all possible, as well as entertaining and engaging bright and fun video-based learning. All of these still count as learning. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, you listen to an audiobook, it's not the same as reading the book. Guess what? Yes, it is. You're still retaining that information. Not every learner is going to learn the same way. So if you can be sure that you are tailoring what you're doing to the way that your children learn, and especially as children, through something that is fun and engaging, like an art project or a game. If you can do that, then it does absolutely still count as learning. Not everything has to be hard, okay? So I want you to remember that as we do get into another homeschool year, as we do get into another school year, and as you just tackle another day as a parent. Hard doesn't mean good, okay? Yes, take the shortcut, take the easy way. Graphic novels still count as reading. Graphic novels still count as learning. Games are learning. There is nothing that says that learning has to be hard, or that if you learn the Pythagorean theorem through, reading a 500-page textbook or through watching a 10-minute video, guys, you've still learned it. It still counts. It doesn't have to be hard. And as a parent, as a homeschooling parent especially, anything that you can go into with a lighter approach, anything that you can come out of without having to have shouldered the burden of hard and heavy, where your kids are still checking the boxes, your kids have still made progress, your kids have still learned, anything that isn't a fight when it comes to learning is an absolute win. Now, get wild, get crazy, and make it actually enjoyable. I know, it's wild, it's a crazy concept, but I love to come here and remind people that it is so important to approach your learning, especially for those of us who have decided to shoulder the burden of our children's education. Make what you can easier when you can, and everybody's lives are going to be a little bit better. I promise. we're gonna get to the end of the day with everybody liking each other a little bit more. So again, you don't have to trust me about it. Head over, visit the link that I have down below to try out Night Zookeeper for 7 days, and then decide if saving 50% on an annual subscription is for you. They do have discounts for every child after the first, so it's not like a full subscription price every step of the way. Thank you so much, Night Zookeeper, for sponsoring this video. And don't forget that it really is a slippery slope into not enjoying your homeschool experience, your learning experience, and no one deserves that. So be sure that you are keeping things lighter, keeping things fun, keeping things enjoyable in your home, in your homeschool, even if it is just supplementing education that your children receive elsewhere. It's really important that everyone enjoys themselves, because learning can be fun, and fun learning just is better. Guys, I hope that you found any of this helpful, entertaining, or informative. If you did, please scroll down, hit the big red subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications, give this video a thumbs up. As always, you can find me right on down in the comments or over on Instagram at Making Everyday Magic. Bye guys.